be starting goal tonight for you guys?
Jonas Johansson will be starting in goal tonight. And we're going to go with a similar lineup. Miller and Frolik out, and we've got some things we would like to look at here again, and so we're staying with the same lineup out with the skaters.
How is Linus progressing? Could he be an option for the weekend at this point? Or?
So Linus is, we're hoping he can slip into a backup role coming up here in the weekend, but we'll make that final call tomorrow. But we like his evolution. He looks like he's getting comfortable now with the shots here with us and being in a team practice once again today and tomorrow. We should put him in a position to be an option.
Is a conditioning stint in Rochester an option?
No.
You mentioned you want to look at some things. What do you want to look at?
Yeah, I think as an example with Lawrence Pilot, just to to see him, with the lessons that he's learned, and to confirm his style and the way he needs to play here with us. It's also seeing a Brandon Montour on the right side versus the left and being able to evaluate that. And once again, we like the four lines. The compete has been very high in the games. We haven't had the results, but we like the way the four lines actually have been operating, and we hope to see a confirmation of that tonight.
And how much of this is Johansson against the prime opponents?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a good test for him, for JJ to see that evolution. We like the way he's been joining our group. The way when you see the maturing process of a player coming for the first time in the National Hockey League, there's always awe the first day, and the first game, the first minutes. And he just looks a lot more comfortable the last few days in being in our environment, being in the group, feeling a part of the team. And we'd like to see the confirmation in the net tonight. So it's been a good story on him thus far, and we want to get a good look at him again today.
What has Dominic provided for you thus far?
He's a spark plug. We think he has a strong skill set. We like his speed and his deception in the game. Also, because he had a very long running past as a centerman in Europe, he hasn't brought that in here. He has a good understanding of the game away from the puck. We like the way he's integrated himself here so quickly into the principles and the concepts that we're trying to cement here without the puck. And you can see his smarts. So. And a good spirit, good guy in the room, so he's been an excellent addition here.
He can play either wing. How useful is that for a coach?
Not only either wing, we do see the potential as an NHL centerman eventually, and that is important in the league today, to have players that are flexible, and even within a game, he's one you could move up and down the lineup in different capacities depending on the score. So that's always good to have a few players that have that flexibility.
How do you balance now wanting to look ahead to see where players fit with long-term vision as opposed to short-term vision right now?
I think as we're setting up the lineup and rosters, the big picture plays a role, but then as soon as we get into the day like today, it's all about the event. NHL game, Pittsburgh, Buffalo here in the KeyBank Center, and we bring it in small, and all of those thoughts go away again. And then maybe between games, as we're setting up the roster, you need to go into thinking about looking at things in a different way. But on the game days themselves, we expect a confirmation of our habits. We expect a confirmation of the game we need to play, and we're expecting consistency and especially the compete that we need to have at this time of year. So it's kind of a flip-flop. But for the players themselves, it's just excellence in the day still.
Yeah, not to say that you're going to be less competitive.
No.
But is this switch a shift, a natural shift in philosophy, given where you are in the standings right now, as opposed to something you're doing today, as opposed to what you might have done 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, you're putting me in a with that. It's a really good question, but that's actually something I've felt we've been doing all year in some way, shape, and form. I don't feel that there's been a day where we're not feeling still what is the mix we need, what is the evolution of this group eventually, and that learning and growing process continues every day, and it might just be highlighted right now in between game days a little more. But I don't feel a change in our process yet at all.
Has anything been lacking from Michael Frolik's game? He seemed to establish himself early as a solid
Yeah.
shooter, but he has a program a lot of offense.
Right. I think more than anything, it's just he really solidified our PK there for a stretch and gave us some good insight on things we can do better. He's a good leader in the room, of course, but he's really just fallen victim to the mix, the way it ended up falling, and the lines functioning in a good way here. The 4-line game that we felt has dominated, but he's keeping game ready, and I'm sure we're going to see him again. But it would be certainly adding to the offense would be something we'd like to see when he comes back in.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good game day, yeah.